Hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today. This is a really full circle moment. I remember when I was competing many years ago. It's just, life is so amazing. I'd like to officially welcome each and every one of you to the Southern California finals of the Nifty West Youth Entrepreneurship Challenge. My name is Amila Charles, like you've heard before. I'm a Forbes-featured CEO of Curly Crown's Hair Care, a business I started at the age 16 because I saw the inequities in the hair care industry and wanted to provide naturally based products for the Black and brown community with curls, beards, locks, and waves. Nifty's Entrepreneurship Challenge is one of the cornerstones of the Nifty program. And if you're here today, chances are you already know about this magic that we have and the entrepreneurial mindset. The entrepreneurial mindset is the key to success. It helps build our country's economy, our communities, and most of all, young people like me. Nifty knows that preparing us to be career ready and future focused as learners, entrepreneurs, and engaged employees helps us recognize the opportunities and face obstacles. The entrepreneurial mindset that is ignited first by our Nifty educators places us on the path of discovery and achievement, and it causes a ripple effect that is positively impacts everyone. That's what this year's young competitors and their dreams represent. Whatever path brought you here today, know that you have the power to transform the lives of young people through entrepreneurship, just like the support of our generous sponsors. Nifty is incredibly grateful for all our sponsors. So let's begin to give a warm round of applause for our generous hosts for this evening's event, the Fred Kiesner Center of Entrepreneurship at LMU. Thanks to a Nifty alumnus from 2013, Jose Garcia, who helped make this happen and who's here supporting us tonight. Yes. Absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. You'll hear from him a little later. Again, thank you so much. Next, we want to especially recognize the support from the sponsors of this challenge, including our presenting sponsors, EY and US Bank, our signature sponsor, Shopify, and our associate sponsors, the Citi Foundation, PayPal, and Santander. Thank you for making this event possible. We'd also like to thank the wonderful Nifty educators. I see you guys out there, so amazing. And school partners, as well as business coaches, classroom volunteers, judges, family, and friends that provide support and encouragement for Nifty students. The support does not go unnoticed. It has changed my life, and it is actively changing lives. There's nothing like an amazing mentor to push you forward and encourage you. And finally, this event and all we do would not be possible without the commitment and guidance and support from the members of the West Region Advisory Board, whom you'll find listed in the program. Please join me in recognizing all of these invaluable contributors to our community. Thank you. Absolutely amazing. So powerful. Okay, today is the culmination of many long hours of hard work and perseverance. Night after night, pitching, practicing. Finalists, I have walked the same path, and I know what you are going through, and I know how you feel. And I know you may feel nervous right now. You may feel a little discouraged, but I want you to understand that whatever happens this evening, whatever happens this afternoon, you have already won. Recognize who you're in front of. Recognize how different you are from the people who aren't even in this room right now. You are making strides and you've already won. The biggest win of all is the connections that you make today. Be nice to who you're competing against. These are the people you will change the world with, okay? You guys are ambitious. And when I tell you you've already won, okay? So it's only up from here. It is only up from here. So with that being said, are you ready? Because here we go. To judge the challenge, we have an esteemed panel of experts who have volunteered their time. We thank you. Please help me welcome Senior Director of Strategies and Transactions for EY Parthenon, Vivek Bhutta. Thank you. We also would like to welcome Vice President of St. Cloud Capital, Sheila Imami. Yes. And Branch Manager at Citibank, Sadia Gasla. Nifty West Advisory Board Member and Managing Director of Commercial and Consumer Technology, Interpret, Gary Rabishaw. Yes, amazing judges today. And of course, Vice President and Small Business Sales Manager at U.S. Bank, Brittany Trick. Yes. Judges, thank you so much for sharing your time and expertise. We know our finalists will truly impress you, and we do not envy your jobs. No. But now, for a brief review of the rules so that we're clear. Each presenter will have exactly 7 minutes to present their pitch deck to the judges. Our timer will show a green card right there. Thanks, Paul. A green card when there are 5 minutes left. And a yellow card when there is 1 minute remaining. If time expires before they finish, a red card will be shown. Yes, and it says stop. And a bell tone will ring. Ding. After each presentation, the judges will have 3 minutes to ask questions. Again, a yellow card will be shown where there is 1 minute left, and the red card and bell will ring when time is up. Remember that. We will provide a few minutes between presenters for our judges to make necessary notes and record their scores. We have 6 teams competing today, so we'll have to take a 7-minute break after the first 3 presentations so that the judges can deliberate. I'm excited to announce that our 3rd place winner today will receive $500, and our 2nd place winner will receive $1,000, and our 1st place winner will take home $1,500, and all 3 winners will automatically move to compete in the national competition in October. All right, that is an amazing experience. That was amazing. I remember when I had the opportunity to do so, and just it's so amazing. So with that being said, let's start the challenge. To present their business plan for Anyone Can Game, please welcome David Gutierrez from Florence Nightingale Middle School. Thank you.
Testing. Can you guys hear me? All right, thank you. Okay, this is good. Okay. Let me ask you a question. How many of you love to play video games? Well, I do too. But did you know that some people, like those with physical disabilities, wish to do too, but some just can't? Or with my business, ACG, anyone can game. My goal is to have video games be accessible to everyone. My product is a video game synced smart jacket that includes technology that allows physically disabled gamers to play anytime. My product may seem like a simple jacket, but this is the future of gaming, and I hope everyone experiences video games like I do. My name is David Gutierrez, and I'm the founder and CEO of ACG, Anyone Can Game. The problem is that people with physical disabilities experience sensory and noise-sensitive issues when they play video games. The main disability for this issue is hearing impairment. Did you know that 1/3 of gamers in the United States alone identify as being disabled? That's a lot. Hearing impaired gamers make up 15% of the 1.9 billion players in the world of gaming. This 50% includes 300 million hearing impaired gamers. Well, my solution is a video game synced smart jacket that allows disabled gamers to have an immersive experience in the world of video games. My product can be played with all types of video games. As you can see, the ACG jacket offers sound sensors, vibration sensors, a built-in haptic system, and a Raspberry Pi mini computer. My jacket is focused on capturing an inclusive, realistic, and all-around fun experience for all gamers. As you can see on the shoulders, we have sound speakers, which will allow augmented sounds to be activated to provide those who are partially deaf a great experience when they play video games. On the forearms right here, we have sound triggers, which will acquire the video game's sound frequencies and allow the jacket to operate when sound is happening in the game. On the pockets right here, we have the Raspberry Pi mini computer, which connects all of this together. It's like the glue. And on the right, we have rechargeable batteries, which will operate the jacket and let it power up. The rechargeable batteries last 2 to 7 years. Now for my underlying magic. How does this all work? Well, my product uses a Raspberry Pi mini computer that lets the jacket obtain the video game's acquired code, and it can read the code using it as well. Let's say if the gamer wants to switch the game. All they have to do is connect the new game to the Raspberry Pi mini computer. The Raspberry Pi mini computer has Bluetooth technology, which will allow the jacket to read the new code from the video game. And this will enhance the gamer's experience because these very lights and vibrations are alternatives to sound. This can be thanks to the built-in haptic system, which will allow the vibrations and lights to function. These vibration bits are called actuators. And let's say if the gamer is just partially deaf. Well, they have augmented sound/audio triggers at their disposal. My target market. My business is targeting customers ages 10 to 30 and who live within Los Angeles County. They usually are challenged with physical disabilities such as hearing impairment and enjoy playing video games. They usually buy new gaming gear once to every 2 to 3 months as well. My competitive analysis. Right now, I have 2 main competitors, Q-Circuit and Hexoskin. Let's start with Q-Circuit on the left. Q-Circuit moves with sound and music. However, it is very fragile towards water, and it should not be listed at $779.49. On the right, we have Hexoskin. Hexoskin is fitness use. It can track your heart rate and how much you run. However, for something that has a very basic base, it should not be listed at $200. Here's where ACG has an advantage. My advantage is that my product is fairly affordable, sitting at $119.99, and my product contains more sophisticated technology such as the vibration actuators and the synchronized lights. Overall, my product is more effective than these 2 products because it provides those who are disabled a more impactful experience. Overall, my product is more robust, meaning it is hard to damage and it can't be damaged by things such as water. My marketing plan. How would I spread the word of my business? Well, utilizing social media apps, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I can post constant business updates and updates about my business and how it's going, perhaps about the ACG Smart Jacket. For retention, how do I keep past customers hooked on my product? Well, I can update them via email using Intuit MailChimp and send discounts and pre-sale codes for them to keep buying my product. Now, for my word of mouth, I can speak at places such as the Electronic Entertainment Expo held here in Los Angeles, and at the Level Up Expo held in Las Vegas, and at local community centers, Boys and Girls Club, and after-school programs to spread the word that anyone can game. I would also like to partner up with the Able Gamers Foundation, who have done a phenomenal job at having video games be accessible to everyone, and Games for Change, who have done a great job at creating video games focused on having a positive mindset, inclusivity, and keeping our earth clean and healthy. My qualifications. Why am I qualified to run this business? Well, first and foremost, I am a gamer and I am part of the gamer community. I was my class company Tag Out's COO, and I'm Nightingale's proud 8th grade class president, along with having 3 years in leadership experience. I was also a Cal State Fullerton Titan Pitch finalist back in fall 2022, and I am a USC NEI scholar. Also, recently, I was elected to be my school's salutatorian. I have experience in coding, such as designing numerous game models and creating and structuring code using apps Code.org and Scratch. My cost structure. My definition of 1 unit is 1 synchronized smart jacket. I will be selling my product for $119.99. My cost of variable materials will be $62.04. My cost of labor will be $4.50. My other variable costs will be 80 cents. My total cost of goods sold is $67.34, and I will contribute by making a total of $52.65. To break even, I will need to sell 84 units. Now for my description of expenses. Right here, the items listed are motion sensors, synchronized LED lights, a Raspberry Pi mini computer, eco-friendly jacket, wholesale, and sound sensors and rechargeable batteries. This racks up to a total of $62.04. Now for my fixed expenses, my items listed are liability insurance, employee salaries, advertisement, storage rent, light bill, internet, and a web hosting fee. This racks up to a total of $4,421. Now for my current status. My current status is I've successfully created the first prototype of the ACG jacket right here, with the technology still being in works. And I began to process expansion ideas on how can I improve my jacket and where can I expand my business, like across the country, maybe even to foreign countries as well. I began to experiment with technology such as the actuators. And over here, you can see my startup manufacturing cost. I researched, and it takes $40 to make each jacket. Now, for 1,000 jackets, costs $40,000. My future plans, I want to manufacture my products and improve my technology. I would like to expand up north and across the USA, and I would like to collaborate with foundations and businesses such as the Able Gamers Foundation. My name is David Gutierrez, and I'm the founder and CEO.
Thank you. Thank you. Great job. Amazing job. Judges, you'll have 3 minutes for questions and answers. The period begins now.
Hi, can you hear me? Okay, perfect. David, I think you did such a great job, so thank you so much for walking us through all of that. You told us you were a gamer. What inspired you to go down this path? What's your favorite game?
Right now, I'm really into like racing games such as Mario Kart, and I also tend to play with mobile games like Brawl Stars, Clash of Clans, and I'm trying to focus on games that everyone also commonly plays, such as role-playing games like Roblox. You guys heard of that? Stuff like that.
Awesome.
What was the inspiration to think about the sort of hard of hearing market as the primary target market, and have you tested the jacket at all?
So yes. Right now, I currently don't have the main technology parts, and I would like to research how to get these parts. I've actually looked at Google Shopping and researched other websites as well to get better actuators, and synchronized lights. And what basically inspired me is for the market, go back all the way to the problem side, right here. Screen-impaired gamers make up a lot of the video game population, and this includes 300 million screen-impaired gamers worldwide. And I was like, wow, that's a lot of gamers. And I want everybody to feel inclusive and connect with all of us to make the gaming community stronger. Yeah.
Have you heard about Twitch?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Because if you could scroll to the marketing slide or social media slide, have you thought about which potential gamers on Twitch you would partner with and why?
Right now, I have not really seen any hearing impaired gamers active on Twitch, but that is a very good question, and I would love to research how many gamers are active on Twitch that are hearing impaired. Yes, thank you.
You mentioned you need 40,000 for 1,000 jackets, right? So, what's the potential like? Do you have any customers or orders that have tested or have certain customer base where you could test these jackets?
Not currently, but that's a brilliant question. But not currently, and I would. Not currently, but that's a very good question, and I would love to research on that as well. Yeah, but thank you.
You did a wonderful job, and just a quick question for you in regards to, you made a comment around giving promotional codes for returning clients. Walk me through how often you anticipate those clients will they be replacing the existing jacket? Are you planning on expanding on your product? How would that bring you that value? Love to hear that. Okay, so that's a very good question, actually. And I would like to have emails being sent monthly. I think that's a very good span. And more so, instead of, I would send new model jackets
And if they're older customers, yes, send pre-sale codes and discounts so they get the jacket for cheaper, like $100.
Okay, and I love that. And even in addition to, right, like little clips and pieces. So I think that's a fantastic idea. The other thing that I also saw was you referenced labor of being at $4.50. Oh, and we're done. I'll put it on my notes. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. Thank you. We'll just give our judges a little time to mark their scores and jot down any notes. Okay. Now for our second finalist, presenting their business plan for Scholar Brilliance, please welcome Lucio Hightower Rojas from Los Angeles Urban League.
Good afternoon, judges. My name is Lucio Hightower Rojas. Today I'm presenting my business pitch for Scholar Brilliance, bridging the gap to brighter futures. Right now, there's currently more and more students going to college each year. However, there's a problem. More and more students each year are going to debt every year to pay for college. This prevents them from buying houses, from retiring on time, and buying cars to start their future. However, there's also a solution. Around $50 billion in scholarships are given each year to help these students. However, a large portion of these go unclaimed, around $2 billion, due to students not being able to find them and also not being able to know how to apply to them. Our value proposition is we want to help connect these scholarships to these students in need. We do that through giving them a 1-hour roadmap on how to find and apply to scholarships effectively. Also by using an AI essay coach to help them write essays and correct their essays once they've written them to make it as easy as possible to actually start funding their college. We also will help them track their progress, as it can be very stressful in their senior year and junior year as they have a lot of work to be doing. So we have a full calendar that helps them, gives them reminders, helps them stay on track to reduce stress. We also have an easy-to-use dashboard that shows them all their monies they've collected, scholarships they've applied to, upcoming events they have, to make sure they're on track, they know what's going to happen. Our target market is parents of juniors and seniors in high school, entering college and university, current college and university students who are trying to find monies to pay for their degree, high schools themselves who want to make their high school look more appealing to their students in the area and get more students to come on board, and whole school districts who want to also help more students come on board to their schools as well. Our underlying magic is that we're going to use AI to help coach essays as well as correct grammar mistakes and structural mistakes to make sure our students have the most success possible. We will also have full calendar and planning set up to help students reduce stress, stay on track, and hit their goals. We have that all-in-one, easy-to-use app that's easily accessible on mobile, such as Android, Apple, and iOS app, as well as on desktop and computers, tablets, laptops, etc. We will also be at 2.5% of the competitor's cost. So who is our main competitor? Right now, our main competitor is the scholarship system. They have a around 10-hour course that has a lot of useful information on how to apply to scholarships, how to write essays, how to find them, how to plan for them. However, they set a very high cost of almost $700. We plan on using a much simpler and quicker, more effective 1-hour roadmap that teaches all those basic things as well. That we also will use constant AI help to coach these students through their essays to make sure they're most successful as possible. Also have a built-in calendar to keep them on track. And we plan on in the future having a community. That's one of the main things that they have that we don't have yet is a Facebook group where parents, students, and university students can come on board to actually support each other. We plan on having this after we have our main user base. We will plan on having a Facebook community as well where our users can connect and support each other. Economics. Right now, our selling price is $14.99 a month. We contribute $1 in a donation to our own scholarship, which we'll be giving to our own users, and we have 45 cents for credit card transaction fees. That means we have a $13.54 for our contribution margin. Our total expenses, including startup costs and fixed expenses, startup costs are at $4,000 and fixed expenses are at $14,000 due to us having to develop the app and pay someone to do so. That means our monthly break-even units are about 957, and we plan on hitting that goal by using high schools and school districts to get a lot of users all at once to quickly make up that break-even units. Our marketing plan right now is to use organic social media ad content online, then also use marketing ads to retarget those users and get them to actually come on board to our monthly subscription. We'll also have website SEO to get in front of people searching for their ways to pay for college, scholarship opportunities, and education on how to win scholarships, as well as has a referral program where if you refer to a friend, both of you guys get 10% off to encourage people to use word of mouth to spread it with their other parents they know, other students they know in their class, and other people they meet at different summer activities, etc. We will also be giving a free introductory offer to high schools and counselors. That means for a month, we give a high school and all their seniors or a high school counselor's seniors a free month off to help get a lot of users on board. They can test it out, and then from there we can start charging and build up referrals and users that way. We will also have volume discounts, meaning to encourage high schools and school districts to buy for more students and also encourage individuals to purchase for longer. Our future plans right now are to, 1, build a prototype, 2, launch to a small test group. That would be a test group of a high school, college counselor's senior class. Give it out to them. They can give us feedback. We then market it to individuals using social media and ads. And then we then go ahead and start selling to school districts, high schools, and larger order volumes to rack up users across the nation. We'll then also improve our app after we have a general understanding of what our users need. We'll also plan on using an in-person coach that they can actually upsell to, and that would help them get live feedback from people, as well as creating a Facebook community group for our users to actually engage with others and support others. Our team right now is me, Lucio Hightower Rojas. I am a social media marketer. I'm a scholarship recipient. I'm a member of the Los Angeles Urban League, and I've gone to Stanford's AI camp. My co-founder is Michelle Rojas Soto. She has a business degree. She has experience in the actual school districts who can help us sell it to schools and high schools. And she has built custom GPTs. Thank you.
Great job, great job. So again, we're going to give judges 3 minutes for questions, and that begins now.
Wonderful job. And my question's around your economics component of your slide, which is comparing what you previously mentioned of your competitor at $700 and yours being at $14.99. You were on the right slide. Sorry for the confusion. What made it to where you landed on that price point of $14.99 where you're going to have to break even with 957 units? Just curious of the thought process.
Great question. So the idea behind the monthly subscription in general was to allow people to get in at a lower cost. So I've also been talking to parents, done some research on that, and many parents feel the price of $700, $600 is too high for them to just try it out. And by having it lower at $14.99, we can have a lot more parents and students, especially when they're in a more dire financial situation, if they're college and undergraduate students, to actually sign on at a lower cost and break it up over many months to help them actually get results and help more people sign on that way.
That's great. I really love this idea in your presentation and your thoughtfulness in terms of how you're going about it. I guess when I look at this slide, I look at a couple things that might be missing. You know, are there costs that are associated with creating the content, for instance, that don't get caught here? And you mentioned you've got 3 employees that I don't see anybody getting paid, and I assume you want to get paid as well. So I think you got to factor those types of things in when you're thinking about break-even levels or your pricing. So maybe just some thoughts on that.
Great question. So right now I have factored in 1 employee, which would be the data engineer to help us build the app. We plan on, after having our main offer out, then we'd start profiting by selling to school districts to actually get almost 1,000 students on that board at once to easily break even, and then start profiting after that in a few 3 to 4 months. And then also, thank you for their feedback on the employees.
Great job, Lucio. My question is more around what gave you this idea? Because from your comparison, there's that other competitor that's $700, and yours would be $14.99 a month. And I know you already showed us what sets you apart, but how did you come up with this idea?
Great question. So recently, my brother's in high school, and I have been applying to scholarships I'm a junior right now, so I'm going to go start applying next year and helping apply to scholarships to actually start winning. So over the past fall, I've been doing a lot of work applying to scholarships. My brother's also been doing a lot of work. We've been working together online and just seeing how difficult it is to get started and how much work is required. We thought that could be a massive market to help out, as well as many of my friends and peers not doing this because it's too hard for them or they don't know where to start. There's a massive untapped market that could easily be served with a sort of application.
Thank you, judges. Thank you so much. Great job. I see a couple nervous faces. Just take a breath. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. We're going to give the judges a quick second to just jot down anything else that you would like. Okay. Presenting their business plan for Bug Be Gone, please welcome Francesca Vincent and Louis Zenon. From the Florence Nightingale Middle School.
How many of you have had roaches? I know I have. Cockroaches can cause diseases, worsen allergies, and even cause people to lose their homes temporarily. When I was younger, I always spotted roaches around my house and near my food. The pest got so bad that I had to leave my home to get it fumigated. Cockroaches can cause diseases such as cholera, E. coli, leprosy, and more, which can kill about 100,000 people every year.
So our idea is a diffuser that uses only essential oils to act as a repellent to cockroaches, but as a fragrance for humans. Since we use only essential oils, cockroaches don't like the smell of our scents, but humans do, and the solution is much healthier to inhale. My name is Louis Zeno.
My name is Francesca Vicente.
And this is Bug Be Gone, naturally perfect. The problem is that 78% of homes in the U.S. have at least one cockroach, and all homes worldwide have at least 100 different species of bugs. This is bad because each and every one of those bugs will shed their limbs and poop, which can create dust, they can carry diseases, and worst of all, when inhaled by a human, it can harm their respiratory health. We realized this and created Bug Be Gone. Bug Be Gone uses only essential oils to suffocate bugs and freezes them, so that leaving them out in the open so that you can kill them easily. This solves the problem of killing all house bugs while being pet and human safe.
Bug Be Gone is a personal fumigation device that comes in many different scents, such as lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, and more. Lavender is good for relaxation, peppermint is good for headaches, and eucalyptus is good for opening up the airways. These are mainly things that benefit people, but these scents smell so strongly to pests that they simply stay away.
Our product, Bug Be Gone, is a diffuser that releases a scent of your choice every day. The strong scents repel bugs by blocking their airways so that they freeze up and leaving them out in the open so that you could kill them easily or to let them suffocate by themselves. All you have to do is plug in the device and see significant changes in the amount of bugs in your home. You could buy individual scent pods out of our many different scents to refill your diffuser when it gets low. Each scent pod lasts about a week and has a range of 100 square feet, and this can help people with sleep issues or stress issues.
Our target market are people ages 25 to 60-year-olds that are residential or commercial homeowners. They typically have pest-related problems in their homes or working areas, and they usually have a low to middle income level.
So to market our product, we will use social medias like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. TikTok and Instagram will market to our younger audience, while YouTube and Facebook will market to our older audience. We will also give in-store samples to big retail stores like Costco, Walmart, and Target, and also to reach new potential customers. And to keep our best customers, we will use discounts, sales, and a customer loyalty program to ensure our best customers stay loyal to us.
Our first competitor is Raid, which is bad for respiratory health, causes swelling in the eyes if overused, and is filled with toxins that are mainly poisonous to little kids and pets. And it doesn't kill all house bugs in one go. Febreze causes swelling in the eyes, skin, and lungs if overused as well, has chemicals that disrupt hormones, especially in teens. It has limited scents, and it doesn't kill bugs at all. But Bug Be Gone is 100% natural, works on every bug, and it's automatic, so you don't have to spray it yourself like the other two. It's cheap, eco-friendly, and helps with sleep and stress if needed.
So I'm qualified to co-operate this business because my mother is an entrepreneur. I've taken college-level business courses, and I've been in the Business Magnet for 2 years, which all shows my experience in business. I've also completed all the other 5 ventures, and I'm a Games for Change finalist, which shows how hard of a worker I am.
My qualifications are that I got honorary mentions on my business pitch for my class company, Waterlock, and I was in the marketing department for that said class company. The honorary mentions and the work in the marketing department shows that I know how to promote and market my business to other people. And I was in the USC NAI program for 3 years as well, the Business Magnet in my school. And being with NAI taught me how to manage my work and time properly, and being in the Business Magnet taught me how to speak publicly and business in general. Our definition of one unit is a one diffuser plus a scent pot, which we'll be selling at $9.99. The cost of variable materials is $2.94, and the total cost of goods sold is $3.39, which leaves us with a profit of $6.60. And in order to break even, we are going to have to sell 148 units.
So to describe our expenses, our total variable expenses are $2.94, as we said earlier. The diffuser costs $1.50. The formula is $1.24, and the box is another 20 cents. Our fixed expenses come out to a total of $974, as insurance is $42. The advertisement is $400. The utilities are $321, and the rent/storage is another $211. Currently, we have made some sales with more pending. We're still surveying people and researching more on the topic of our product, as well as working on a website. In the future, we hope to finish that website and also get ready to sell our product to a bigger market by patenting the formula or just polishing the prototype or anything else. And we also want to create more unique products so that we could sell locally in our first year and possibly expand to the businesses I mentioned earlier in our second or third year.
Bugs bother all of us, but with Bug Be Gone, we can get rid of these pests one home at a time. My name is Francisca Vicente.
And my name is Luisino.
And this is Bug Be Gone, naturally perfect. Thank you for your time.
Great, great. Judges, will give you 3 minutes.
All right, I'll start if you want. First of all, great job, great presentation. Loved your energy and the thought that went into this, and agree bugs are gross, so good idea. One question I had is, if you think about what's in the formula, you described it as something that gets rid of every bug, is healthy, and I'm wondering what this magic formula is. Have you actually created something that does this, or is this an idea of something that we could find in the world to make it happen?
It is something that's already made. Do you see that box right there? My formula's in there. You don't see it? This right here is the formula itself. Not going to tell you. Trade secret, The scents up there, they tell. And it also helps you. Relaxation,
I have a wonderful job, and I felt like I was smelling something. I don't know about everyone else in here, but you made me believe that I was, breathing it in, so I love it. My question is going to be around your competitors. So I noticed you put Raid and Febreze, and one of your selling points is it automatically sprays. But I know that there are products out there today that do plug in and can give off that lavender smell or the smell you've created. How are you differentiating yourself to where they're wanting to come to you instead of just purchasing that?
Well, the other plugins that could release scents like ours, they're mainly artificial. The artificial scents, they smell really nice, but, like Febreze. Overly artificial. Some people, I know a few people that don't like the overly artificial scents. My scents, all natural, not artificial. Much better for you. Less chemicals.
Wonderful. I'm sold. My only other question was going to be around, wow, I think I forgot. You sold me on the other one that I was like, I had another question that went right out, so I'll pass.
I love this idea, by the way, because I diffuse essential oils in my own home and office at all times. So the great idea, great presentation. One question I had was, could you kind of walk us through the labor model or the unit economics? I think I saw there's like a cost of labor of 25 cents. Can you kind of walk us through the assumptions behind that?
So we kind of just, our teachers helped us with this part a lot here. We don't have a perfect idea of what our cost of labor is going to be, but for now, we think it's going to be about 25 cents for each unit.
Perfect. Is the thought that you guys would be starting it up like kind of in-house and then expand later on?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
They get paid more the longer it goes on. The more money we make, the more money they make.
Thank you. Thank you, Francesca and Louie. We will now take a 7-minute break to allow our judges to catch up with their scoring and give everyone a chance to grab more food and drink, but don't go far. Okay, welcome back. Let's dive right back in. Okay, everybody. Our fourth competitor is from the Los Angeles Urban League with a business plan for almond milk. Please welcome Salona Allen.
Have any of you ever felt guilty for eating or sneaking some of your favorite desserts? If so, you're just like my mom. Back in 2020, my mom was pregnant and vegan. She craved a lot of sweets, but she still wanted to maintain her vegan diet. She searched all around LA for bakeries that offered vegan or somewhat healthy desserts. However, she was unsuccessful. So she asked me to make her a vegan cake. Thanks to my mom's need for a vegan sweet and my amazing baking skills, I can now present to you all a business where you can feed your sweet tooth while still working on those ab goals. My name is Salona Allen, and I'm the founder and CEO of Almond Milk. Oh, wrong slide. Traditional desserts have a lot of negative impact on both the human body and the environment. Common products used in traditional baking, such as milk and butter, contain high levels of saturated fats, which are linked to diseases like cancer, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Not only do these dairy products affect the body, but also the environment. From methane emissions to deforestation and water depletion, the dairy industry is significantly impacting our planet. Now that people are beginning to see the harm that these products can cause, the demand for vegan foods and other products has increased significantly. And although the vegan market is on the rise, there's still a very noticeable lack of products that are able to meet this increasing demand. This increase in popularity indicates a need for more establishments that cater to this growing trend, and that is exactly where almond milk comes in. At Almond Milk, we're all about making delicious vegan cakes that promote healthy eating and a healthy planet. We select ingredients that are both good for you and help reduce negative impacts on the earth. By using non-dairy ingredients and sustainable practices, we are able to create delicious cakes that are both guilt-free and planet-friendly. Although we specialize in making vegan cakes, we are now taking it a step further with our exciting new product, Cake Mix. This expansion of our business allows us to not only promote healthy eating through our cakes, but bring the joy of vegan baking into your own home. With our mix, anyone can indulge in the same amazing flavors and quality ingredients that our bun cakes are known for. With this product, we can also expand our reach to bigger stores like Whole Foods and Sprouts, which means more exposure and increased profits for our business. However, it's not just about the financial gains. By partnering with these larger retailers, we're also satisfying the growing demand for vegan desserts and making plant-based options more accessible to a wider audience. Let's take a deeper look into how our cake mixes impact customers. Meet Sarah and Dom. Sarah is a dedicated software engineer from Culver City who has a fondness for desserts but lacks expertise in making them. Designed for both the experienced and inexperienced bakers, our mixes provide detailed instructions which make it a breeze for anyone to follow and enjoy a delicious cake. Dom is a dedicated dentist from Ladera Heights who possesses a sweet tooth and is a vegetarian. Despite his busy schedule, our mixes are perfect for him to indulge in his cravings. With just the simple addition of almond milk and a quick mix, he can effortlessly whip up a cake. Almond milk is experiencing growth, so our platform is expanding. We can leverage popular social media apps like TikTok, Pinterest, and Instagram to showcase our delicious mixes. We'll also have the opportunity to reach a wider audience by selling our cake mixes at pop-up events and farmers markets. Additionally, incorporating our products into ad and commercial releases will further amplify our brand. Sweet L'Oreal and King Arthur are two of the most popular cake mix brands today. However, telling by this chart, they don't seem to be checking off all the boxes. Unlike their mixes, the almond milk cake mix is vegan, made with organic ingredients, and priced reasonably, making our mix a more appealing choice for those who are looking for a more conscious and affordable option. I'm Salona, the founder and CEO. Whitney Scott is our CFO. She is in charge of the business's money management and cash flow. Sunny Givens is our website manager. She is in charge of the business's website curriculum and other updates. The selling price for one cake mix is $14, and it costs us $3.75 to make. Our variable expenses total to the amount of $450.24, and our fixed expenses total to the amount of $74. We project to sell 75 cake mixes per month, which would lead us to generate around $1,000 in sales per month. This would then make our contribution margin $599.76, and our total cost of goods sold $524.24, making our break-even point 8 cake mixes. Currently, we are participating in a number of farmers markets, putting profits towards social media advertisement and selling our cakes in cafes. In the future, we plan to collaborate with larger food corporations, sell our cake mixes in stores, and have a number of flavors for our customers to try. Almond milk has grown a lot in just 1 year, generating over $3,000 in profits and engaging with a total of 24,525 individuals through our social media content. I firmly believe that almond milk has a promising future ahead. Investing now means being a part of what will undoubtedly become a multi-billion-dollar company. So don't miss out. Once again, everyone, my name is Salona Allen, the founder and CEO of Almond Milk, where you can have your cake and eat it too. Thank you.
Judges, you already know what to do. 3 minutes for questions.
So great job.
Thank you.
Where do you make the cakes, and where was that cost factored in?
The cost factor, oops, wrong one. So here's the cost structure. And your question was, where do I make the cakes?
How the way the cake mixes are being manufactured? Are you sourcing it from somewhere? Are you making it by yourself? And what's the team behind it?
So the basis is kind of like using like the base of the cake. So like the flour, the sugar, the baking powder, that's what's going to be in the package as well as flavoring. And I usually source my ingredients from Target, specifically the Good and Gatherer brand. So that's what I would be using for the ingredients.
How does the packaging happen? Like is it sourced, like outsourced somewhere? Or?
Yeah, it would be from a company. As you can see, this is kind of like a prototype of what the packaging would look like. And then there was like another slide where I kind of showed off the packaging here. These are also other prototypes of what the packaging would look like.
Maybe this is what you were asking is, are you selling the cakes themselves, or is this moving just to mixes?
So it's moving to mixes, but like the beginning was kind of to show you how, like where we started and kind of how we're like branching out and expanding the business.
So you plan to do both?
Yes, plan to do both.
Okay, that's great. And I guess going back to the cost structure, I don't know why we always focus on cost structure, but first of all, great job.
Thank you.
Great energy. It's a really exciting idea, obviously a big market. You know, you have employees. Are you paying your employees? Is anybody getting paid? How do you factor that into your costs?
Well, right now I don't have any employees. It's just me at the moment. But in the future, I plan to factor that into my cost structure.
This is such a great idea. Have you, and a really well done presentation, by the way. Have you considered kind of moving into the gluten-free market as well, and or like having a high protein option?
I definitely am considering doing gluten-free options just because there are a lot of gluten-free people out in the world. So yeah, I will definitely be expanding on that.
Is there any facility boxes and mixes?
Not as of right now, but in the future that'll definitely be implemented.
And then, I'm so sorry, I know that you showed us the nutrition facts.
The nutrition facts. Like here, I think?
Yes.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I can't read that, I'm sorry. But what, how is it healthy in comparison to your other competitors?
So basically, the ingredients that I use are organic, and I make sure that they're certified organic. And also, like, for example, here, the organic lemons, I have a lemon tree outside of my house, so I usually, like, source the lemons from there. And I kind of just use, like, natural ingredients and products and not too heavily processed with, like, other chemicals and items. Yay.
Thank you. Great job to all the people who are competing today. We'll give judges a minute to jot down anything else that they have and anything else they'd like to write down. Now for our fifth finalist, presenting their business plan for Serenity, please welcome Caitlin Sanchez from Fauché Learning Center.
Do you or anyone you know suffer from dry, irritated, or dermatitis-prone skin? Well, according to the National Association of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, studies show that about 30% of the U.S. population suffer from atopic dermatitis, which is why we as a company wanted to create a solution. Introducing Serenity, your oasis for dry, damaged, and dermatitis-prone skin. Our company offers a sanctuary for hands in need, providing targeted relief for those with a variety of skin conditions. Our hand creams are crafted with care to restore health, renew moisture, revive the skin, and most importantly, bring comfort to even the most sensitive skin types. So the problem is that dry skin is caused by involvement with harsh chemicals, atopic dermatitis, seasonal allergies, and small burns, scrapes, and cuts. Another problem is that there's not a lot of products on the market that are non-scented, non-greasy, and don't have sulfates and parabens, which are two chemicals known to cause even more irritation to the skin. Our value proposition is to create an ointment that is non-scented, non-greasy, uses naturally sourced ingredients, comes in convenient packaging, ships right to your door, and it, most importantly, has an easy to understand ingredient list. So our underlying magic is that we only have 5 ingredients in our hand creams. We use glycerin, colloidal oatmeal, beeswax, hyaluronic acid, and mango butter. These 5 ingredients are recommended for dry skin and eczema, as well as offer 0 to no oily residue after application. We also provide eco-friendly packaging, and you can buy it at our website, serenity.com. Our target market, we plan to target towards people and infants who with eczema, psoriasis, and dermatitis. We also plan to market towards people 15 and up who focus a lot on skincare. We also plan to market to people who experience dry skin during specific seasons, such as winter, which is known to cause dryness on the skin. And we also plan to market towards people with all types of budgets, which means our product is budget friendly. Our marketing plan is to put ads on social media, such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. We also plan to have ads on skin-informing websites and blogs, as well as offer a first purchase discount on serenity.com. We also plan to do partnerships with dermatologists, as well as social media influencers and bloggers who carry a large influence over the skincare community via online. Our competitive analysis. So 2 major companies going up against Serenity would be definitely Aveeno and Bath & Body Works. But there are 2 things that set us apart from them: our ingredients and our cost. In Serenity, there are only 5 simple ingredients previously mentioned, as well as Aveeno and Bath & Body Works, who both have complicated ingredients lists and only carry limited sensitive skincare products. Bath & Body Works specifically carries a little bit of sensitive skincare products, but carries a lot of scented products, which are known to cause dryness and irritation to the skin even more than what it already is. Our cost would be only $5 plus $2 shipment, as well as whatever that's on there as well. Aveeno only has $10 for their product, and Bath & Body Works only has $12, which means their products aren't necessarily target market friendly. Not a lot of people do have enough money for that, so we want to make our product something that is budget friendly and reaches all pockets. So what makes me qualified to run this company is that I am a part of a NFTE entrepreneurship class. I am also taking a 7-year college prep program in partnership with USC. I am bilingual, which means I reach a larger target market. I speak both English and Spanish. And most importantly, I am a part of the target market, which means I know what it feels like to be out in the market and not being able to find a product fit for my skin type, which is why I created Serenity, to fit that market that not many of these larger companies are covering. So the definition of 1 unit would be 1 fluid ounce of hand cream. Our selling price would be $5, with our cost of variable materials being $2.45. Our total cost of goods would be $3.65, with our total contribution margin would be $1.35. So our variable cost materials would be $2.45 with the ingredients listed and their prices. Our fixed expense would be the website with a total of $20. So that makes our monthly break-even units 15 units. So our current and future plans: within our first year, we plan to have more investors in our company, as well as have a stable collaboration with our collaborators and suppliers, as well as expand our website. Within our 5-year plan, we plan to have an extended product line, such as body butters, lotions, and any other skincare products for sensitive skin, as well as open a personalized skin quiz on our app to access dermatologists in your area and to provide any more recommendations of our products for your skin. My name is Caitlin Sanchez. I am CEO and founder of Serenity, Restore, Renew, Revive. Thank you for listening.
Surprise, you still have 3 minutes.
Great job.
Thank you.
Seems like you really thought through, and I like that, this comes from personal need. A lot of products that companies get started that way are very successful. Curious, have you created a product? Have you been out there using it and selling it now?
Yes, I do. I have it in the audience, but I don't know. I'll definitely offer you guys some after.
One thing I noticed in your costs, there's no mention of actually where you're going to manufacture it, who's going to fill it for you. When you sell these type of packaged products, there's other things besides just the ingredients that I think you need to factor in, like the packaging.
Definitely.
And, actually having somebody fill it for you. So you may want to factor that in as you
revise
this.
Yes, I will definitely factor that in. But for the future and for as of now, we do plan on having it as a home-based thing. And the packaging is definitely in the process as well. So definitely when we have that stable, we will definitely add that to our expenses. Thank you.
Wonderful job. I'm going to focus more on the testing side of things. So as you speak to solving a problem, have you done any of tests with anyone to be able to speak to that component of what it's doing for the market?
So definitely I have tested on a lot of my classmates, some family members as well. So I do know that the product is working on their skin and it isn't causing any irritation compared to other leading competitors.
Great job, by the way. I really like the idea for the product. Can you talk a little bit about the social media marketing plan? Are there certain influencers that you plan on reaching out to? Talk to us a little bit about that.
So for social media, we do plan on talking to a lot of skincare influencers. Some would be, there are a lot of very popular ones on Instagram, TikTok. So definitely targeting them specifically so that they can review our product and market it towards our younger audience. So definitely getting into that.
Is there a certain number of followers that you'd be taking into consideration?
Well, we want to target a lot of people. So the amount of followers wouldn't really necessarily count. We want to expand our product. It doesn't matter whether they have smaller followers or a larger influence.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
Great job, by the way.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to concoct this recipe for your lotion?
It did take me quite a bit because I do have to test whether or not certain products are causing allergies and any other type of irritation. So I researched a lot on these ingredients and seeing if these are more likely to cause irritation. So when I put them all together, I figured that this would definitely work, and it did, compared to other competitors.
And I know that you were saying that it does help with eczema and dermatitis, etc. Were you able to test how long it takes for a flare-up to calm down once you use this product?
It does take quite a bit because I have eczema, so I do put it on my flare-ups, and it does take about a day or two for it to necessarily like calm down and not be irritated anymore.
Right on
Thank
time.
you.
Great, great, great. So, for our, okay, let's give a minute to jot down. I almost forgot how things work. Just 1 minute to jot down. All right, everybody, let's get this train on the road. Let's go. We are in a room full of opportunities. Presenting their business plan for BOAC, please welcome Michaela Shao from Fauché Learning Center.
Good morning, judges. Good morning, everyone. Did you know that in the U.S., over 39 million people suffer from migraines, with more than 26 million of those people being women? The BOAC is designed to relieve headaches for those who are skeptical of pharmaceutical solutions. Currently, migraine relief products that aren't medication are bulky and don't really allow for movement. Additionally, the BOAC will also provide a heating effect that further helps the user with relief from the migraine that's been killing them for the last hour. And on the plus side, you can look cute wearing it. So I say, let's put a bow on that ache. Globally, over 800 million people in the world suffer from migraines. And like I mentioned before, with more than a significant portion, over 39 million people living in the US, with 26 million women suffering from migraines. Additionally, for most migraine relief products on the market right now, most of them predominantly revolve around medication. And I know myself, because when I was younger, I could not swallow a pill at all, which is why I wanted to find a way for migraine relief that didn't have to involve medication. I present to you BOAC, a solution to relieve migraine discomfort. Our product features a soft plush design with an elastic lining ensuring a customized fit for all users. Additionally, the headband is also microwave safe, which allows users to attain their preferred level of temperature. As you can see here, this is a headband and it has an elastic lining. Inside there are packets of lavender that you would use and take out and put into the microwave for your desired level of warmth. Yeah, so you guys can smell it if you want to smell the lavender. So what sets our business apart is not choosing to use the usual gel-based solutions and choosing instead the natural calming effects of dried herbs, specifically lavender. Research has shown the efficiency and safety of inhaling lavender vapors in fighting migraine symptoms. Additionally, our headband will offer a one-size-fits-all solution for inclusivity and an online shop for nationwide accessibility. With a targeted focus on the US, our primary demographic comes to the 26 million women susceptible to migraines, primarily within the age range of 13 to 60, as that is the main age range where girls and women typically get migraines. Given the migraines found in white-collar professions due to higher stress levels and use of technology, with an income of $60,000 annually or higher, our estimated market size comes to approximately 200,000 individuals. In terms of marketing, we hope to promote and expand our business through participating in healthcare events such as Vive and collaborating with healthcare professionals and influencers with significant presences on social media platforms. Additionally, social media content and engagement on our end on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook as well as referral discounts and loyalty programs will allow for customer engagement. While we do have competitors like MigraLeaf and TheraIce, our product distinguishes itself through its use of fleece and velvet material as well as all natural ingredients. For MigraLeaf and TheraIce, both of their products use eye coverage and gel bead to relieve the headaches, but for us, we choose to exclude eye coverage to ensure convenience and mobility for all of our users. As the CEO and founder of BOAC, I am fitting into the target market as a migraine sufferer myself. I'm fluent in 3 different languages, English, Spanish, and Mandarin, and I'm currently enrolled in a 3-year business program, as well as taking an NFTE entrepreneurship course. I'm also enrolled in a 7-year college preparatory program at USC called NAI. In terms of pricing, each pink migraine relief headband will retail for $18.99, with variable expenses coming to $4.31, inclusive of the materials like the lavender buds, the headband itself, and labor. In terms of fixed expenses, it amounts to $92.08 inclusive of website maintenance and communication tools, which means a sale of 7 units per month to achieve break even. In the future, we would hope to diversify our product through use of different colors and different patterns for the headbands, and as well as using different scents like peppermint, eucalyptus, and chamomile. Additionally, in the future, I would like to open up an online shop, as what I have now is only a prototype. Then I would hope to open up pop-up shops and maybe even expand globally, which would further advance our market presence, and then introduce gift sets and subscription deals with that advanced market presence to maintain customer engagement and consistent growth. I'm Michaela Shao, CEO and founder of Bow Egg, and I'm grateful for your time and consideration. So I leave you with this. Are you ready to put a bow on that egg?
Good, good, good. Judges, 3 minutes.
Great job, Michaela.
Thank you.
So as somebody who is a migraine sufferer, regular migraine sufferer, I have one right now, actually. So my question to you is, because from what I'm looking at, you know, I would say I have something like that at home, right? You can put it on after, wash your hair, etc. And it looks like the only difference is you put those little pods of lavender in there. Okay, so why that rather than just using the essential oil on the headband itself?
Just because I feel like, for me, I don't really like the idea of oils like around my head, and then also just I feel like it's easier to have like lavender like just dry, so it's not like anything liquidy, and then it's easier to just take it on or off like whenever you please.
Okay, and how often do the buds need to be replaced?
About like a month.
Okay.
So I feel like for me, at least in my experience, the lavender scent doesn't tend to fade as often, which is why like on our site you would also be able to purchase lavender packs specifically made for the headband.
Great job, great presentation. You know, men get migraines too, I guess. So maybe there's a half a market that you're leaving. But I really liked your data, the use of data to size up the market. I guess I had 2 questions. One is, why does this help with migraines? I think, you know, the eye covering, I get migraines a lot, and the best thing I can do is always cover my eyes. So if this doesn't have that, what is the sort of product benefit compared to other options? And 2, is there something you can do for men?
Okay, so research has been shown that inhaling the lavender vapors, it's like on top of also just being like stress relieving and like relaxing and calming, the vapors are also like safe for you to inhale, and then they also reduce like the severity of your headaches. And then for me, like I know that eye coverage, like that's one of the ways that people relieve migraines because it like blocks out sunlight, lets you like relax. But for me, I thought like not everyone has the time to just like stop and like whatever they're doing, and so then I thought that not having the eye coverage would help for conveniency. And then for men, maybe that can be something I do in the future. Maybe that could be part of the different colors and headband variations that I do.
Thank you. Good answer.
Thank you.
So in terms of scaling the product up, right? So what are the future plans right now? Like, how do you, is it all home-based? Or
Yes.
How do you, okay.
Yeah, so right now it is home-based. Yeah, I think in the future, like, I would probably keep it home-based for a little while until I get more profits, and then maybe see if I can have employees. But for the most part, I think for the near future at least, it would be home-based and it would probably just be me. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So at this time, I would like to ask the judges to collect their things so they can head off to finish scoring and deliberate and determine who our top winners will be today. And let's give one last big round of applause for all the student presenters. So Paul will take you to the next location. And just presenters, each and every one of you, you guys did amazing. I'm so excited to see how far you go. Please don't stop here. Whatever happens today, do not stop. This is only the beginning. Okay, so earlier I said that the entrepreneurial mindset is a cornerstone of the NFTE program. But we would also be remiss if we didn't take a moment to shout out another very important cornerstone of which NFTE's program is built on: our amazing NFTE teachers. NFTE teachers are highly skilled. They are disciplined, passionate, educated, and they exemplify excellent content knowledge, classroom management, and belief that our entrepreneurial mindset can change a student's life trajectory. And NFTE is proud to have so many incredible educators supporting our students in the West region. My own NFTE teachers, Miss Crystal and Miss Rhonda, they were invested in my journey. They poured into me. They helped me see that no's are just not yet, and regardless of what happens, stay dedicated and remember your why. They were so dedicated, and they just encouraged me and knew that I could thrive. Their belief in what I could accomplish made me be everything outside of the box that I thought I could be. And I know we have some wonderful NFTE teachers here today. Teachers, could you please stand so you could be recognized? Yes, yes, this is amazing. And let's especially acknowledge the teachers of today's finalists, without whom this incredible accomplishment would not be possible. I myself want to personally thank you. You do not understand how much you are changing these students' lives, because all it takes is for one person to believe in them and to take that extra time and to show up and be of their word. So you are setting them up for success, not only in business, but in their personal lives. With that being said, I would like to recognize William Startura. I hope I said that right. I'll get that right. From Fauché Learning Center, Lester Vasquez, and Jelena Chespacios, yes. From Florence Nightingale Middle School, and Rhonda Holbert and Crystal Mitchell from the Los Angeles Urban League. We'd just like to recognize them today. Thank you. Thank you again, teachers and volunteers, for all you do for NFTE and for our young entrepreneurs. And now, I am really excited to introduce the Executive Director of NFTE West Region, Tim Baylock.
Thank you, Amila. I think our future is pretty bright, don't you? Yeah. And Amila, let's give Amila a big round of applause. She's doing an incredible job. As the executive director of our region, I am privileged to recognize a few people who deserve special praise today. We have the honor to select both an individual and a corporate volunteer of the year from our region each year, who then become nominees for NFTE's National Volunteer of the Year Awards, presented at the NFTE National Challenge in New York City this October. This year's Individual Volunteer of the Year, Nikki Tran DeLiva, was honored at our Northern California event last week. But even though she is not here today, we want to acknowledge her hard work and dedication again. She is a guiding light for other volunteers and consistently goes above and beyond in her support for our region and our students. Thank you, Nikki. Let's give her a round of applause. I think she heard that in San Francisco. That's where she's from. And it should come as no surprise that Cathay Bank is our corporate partner volunteer this year. Cathay Bank has been steadfast in advancing the NFTE mission since 2008, supporting primarily in Los Angeles while extending its reach across the West region. Their employees actively engage as volunteers, contributing their time and expertise to empower NFTE students, alumni, and teachers nationwide. They not only provide essential resources, but also foster a culture of mentorship and support, enriching the NFTE community and nurturing the entrepreneurial spirit. We are proud to partner with Cathay Bank and look forward to our continued work with them. Thank you, Cathay Bank. No one was able to join us today, but we'll make sure that they get their award. Thank you. NFTE volunteers help our teachers and our youth in so many ways. To learn more about how to become involved with NFTE, like Nikki or Cathay Bank, don't forget to register before you leave. You can simply scan the volunteer QR code that you see on the screen. Oh, there's no screen. Okay. That's all right. We have our volunteer coordinator. Where is Cheyenne at? Right there. You can talk to Cheyenne if you're interested in volunteering. She would be glad to help you. I'd like to now introduce a special guest who is very much at home here at LMU, NFTE alumnus, class of 2013, and assistant director here at the Fred Keisner Center for Entrepreneurship at LMU, Jose Garcia.
Thank you all for coming and joining us here on campus. Hopefully you've had a great time here. And we look forward to having you here anytime in the future for the students who are competing. We have lots of speaker events if you ever want to come out and join us. I'll tell you a little bit about our center. So we're one of the oldest entrepreneurship programs. We're a nationally ranked program. But the most important part, in my opinion, is the fact that we place an emphasis on doing a business for good, right? So it's not just about how do you run a business and how do you make a lot of money, but how do you do it in a way that's sustainable, that's helping others. And we don't only do that in the classroom, but we do that in the community. For example, many of our professors and staff, we work with diverse entrepreneurs, small business owners who started a company out of necessity or just saw the opportunity, but they never formally learned how to balance, their financial statements, and they'll come in and learn from us. We work with students through various high school programs. If any of you in the middle school programs want to come out, we'd love to have you join us. Some of our faculty have gone on to work with North Korean refugees who become entrepreneurs. They work on developing financial literacy programs for underserved communities. What else do we do? In our major, we're one of the fastest growing majors, and we don't just want to have you come in and push you out and get a degree, but we invest a lot into you and your specific entrepreneurial interest. Every semester, we fly all across the country, and we take a handful of students to compete in competitions just like NFTE so they can raise money for their companies. And we also like to have some fun, so we took some students to Chicago. They competed, won money for their business, and then went to Chicago's Bull game. We went to New Orleans, same thing, competed, got to go to a bunch of jazz and blues clubs once you're 21. So again, if you ever have questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll share my information with anyone. I'm sure the NFTE team has it as well. And, as was mentioned, I participated in NFTE back in 2013, so I recognized some faces. Got to go to New York. It was the first time that my mom and I got to go to New York, and I always remember being on top of the Empire State Building and just feeling overwhelmed with happiness and, just a sense of privilege that I got to be there with my mom, and I still remember that to this day. Since then, let's see. I graduated with a degree in psychology. I worked in marketing strategy, got to work with clients like Disney, and I realized selling premium denim and hair care products for other clients wasn't my passion. So I left the tech and marketing agency world and went into nonprofits. And I took all the lessons that I learned here at NFTE and having an entrepreneurial mindset. And I work with Snapchat, Microsoft to develop educational programs using their team's expertise to then get students from low-income backgrounds into high-paying tech jobs. Spent a few years doing that, made my way back to LMU, and now doing whatever I can to work with organizations like NFTE to expand that reach and that impact. So thank you all for coming.
Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for that your amazing remarks. I'm truly inspired by you. So with that being said, we're going to have a quick break, everybody, so you can get the wiggles out and have a good time. So we will dismiss you, and we'll let you know when it's time to come back. Okay, so we're going to get all the students up here on stage right now. If you guys can get on the stage and line up. I can only imagine how hard it was for the judges to deliberate It's always a challenge when you have so many brilliant minds competing. But like I keep saying today, this is merely the beginning. This is not the end. Whatever happens on this stage, it happens, okay? And it's going to be perfectly fine. You've built amazing connections, and you will continue to make more. Okay. Everybody's up here? Yes, good, good, good. Okay. We're all very interested in your impressions. Judges, is there any general feedback you'd like to give before the results are announced?
I'll start. I know we do. Certainly, just first of all, we are all amazed by you kids and these ideas that you've come up with and the amount of time and energy and thought that's gone into these presentations and these ideas. And, you know, unfortunately, we can only pick winners, but you're, as was said earlier, you're all winners. And even if you're not among the top 3 today, keep working with these ideas and bringing them forward. I think they all have great, you know, potential, and you know, keep it up. We're just, again, astounded by what you guys have come up with and your poise and presentation skills, and you know, amazing. Thank you.
Yes, I just want to tell you guys all, you guys did great job. It's amazing how much courage and confidence that you guys have up there at such a young age. So don't be discouraged. Unfortunately, we only could pick 3 winners, but please continue. This is just the beginning. And please take any feedback we have is just to help you guys, okay? So great job, guys.
So as you can tell, there's a common consensus. It's been a phenomenal job. I focus on small business, and I only wish I made a comment that they brought to the table what you bring to the table. Presentation-wise, it's just been wonderful. One of the things that I think we kind of noticed and referenced that is definitely something worthy of a deep dive into is your cost of goods sold, and also how you're determining what that market looks like from an expenses standpoint holistically, and that you're paying yourselves or your employees when you can. Those are just some of the things that when you move on to the next stage of the amazing concepts you have, it's going to help you guide. It's a phenomenal job.
I echo my fellow judges when I say, like, congratulations, you guys did a wonderful job. It was so inspiring to see you guys think through real business challenges and present innovative ideas. I think my overall feedback, other than the unit economics, is if you guys can focus on kind of how your product is differentiated from maybe some of the other competitors as you go forward in the next step of this process. But overall, I think you guys did an incredible job. I wish I had this kind of knowledge in middle and high school. So great job.
Echo every single one of the judges over here. Amazing job by each and every one of you. Unfortunately, we can just pick 3, but every single one of you is a winner. And exactly what she said, when I put myself thinking back when I was in your shoes, I could not even have done like 10% of what you all did, right? So like, it's just amazing. One just general feedback, and that is something that will come as you all learn more and deep dive more into the entrepreneurial things, is how you think about risks, especially from an operational standpoint. Think of once the product is developed, as you scale, how you get it from basically making it to the end customer and thinking from a wider supply chain, right? From sourcing through distributing, through getting it to the, right? So that was some aspect to kind of think about in the future.
Great. But now we know a winner of today's competition must still be chosen. To read the results and close out our time together, I'd like to welcome to the stage Nifty's president and CEO, Dr. J.D. LaRock.
Thank you, Amila. Let's give it up one more time for Amila. What a fantastic MC. There are so many things I like about coming to this region and this particular competition. One is to get to interact with Amila, who, quite frankly, is one of the standout now NFTE alumni that I've dealt with in my nearly 5 years leading this organization. Another thing is that this region continues to be distinct in having really fantastic middle school competitors. And for those of you who are in middle school, I just want you to know how remarkable that actually is. I have a daughter who is in 7th grade, and if she were here today, she would tell me, Daddy, I couldn't do that. So the fact that you are doing all that you do, and that this region and the educators who are associated with these schools consistently do this is another just mark of achievement for the region. Thank you for that. Okay. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you all a little bit of feedback, and then I have a little bit of an announcement because there's a little wild card element to today that I'll tell you about. But first, ladies and gentlemen, there's something important that I'd like to do. And this is very relevant to all of you here and to all of us, because the gentleman and colleague I'm going to say a few words about is directly related to the success that we've seen today. Today is the last day at NFTE for my colleague, Bax Risake Griffith, and I'm not going to call on you to speak because I know you're very humble, but I would like to publicly acknowledge Max for the quality of work that he has done in his several years with our organization. One thing I know about our fine colleague is that he knows you educators in the room, our schools, our partner programs so well. And he has been an exemplar to other colleagues throughout our organization nationally for the depth of detail and the care that he is able to reflect when he talks with us in the management ranks about what is going on here in the region. His work has carried the work of this region even further. I know all of you who have had the opportunity to interact personally with him have seen that care and concern for yourselves. So please join me in a round of applause and a thank you to our colleague Max. Okay, here's the wild card element. So as we've said, the top 3 winners today are going on to the national competition in New York City in October. However, we have a wild card spot. Now, we won't announce it today because we will take the pool who are not in the top 3 today, and also those who were not prize winners in our Bay Area competition, and from there, one more person will be chosen. So I just wanted you all to know that there's an additional lifeline out there. And after we read these results, you can rest assured that you may still have that lifeline work out for you. Okay. We have a lot of people here, so I'm not going to belabor it. I wanted to give some collective advice. First of all, there were many more strengths common across the presentations than differentiators in a negative way. And that's one thing that really stood out to me. All of you had really smooth pitches. You obviously rehearsed them again and again. You also distinctively, most of you have prototypes, which when I go around to these regional competitions, a big piece of advice I give is you need to take your business from concept to prototype. But almost all of you had a prototype. So that is really remarkable. Here's a general piece of advice for all of you with the prototypes. Do more with them. Do more with them. David, hey, put the jacket on, like tell people. Salona, invite the judges to eat a piece of the cake, right? Yeah, if you want, go right ahead, right? I mean, you must be hungry after sitting there and listening to these pitches. So, invite them to smell your fragrance, etc. Michaela, put the headband on. Interact with your product since you have it. Show them, sell it. You've got it there. And some of you engaged with it during the Q&A or toward the ends of your pitches. Make it the centerpiece of your pitches. That's big advice that I have across the board. Okay, I'm going to give just one piece of advice to each competitor or team. And I'll go in order of the of the presentations. So David, my advice to you is, we saw you understandably get a little bit discouraged when time ran out. It's have your feelings, but know this. Running out of time, giving the pitch is only one part of what you're being assessed on. You're also being assessed on the overall quality of the concept and the product. You're also being assessed on how well you responded to the questions. So I really actually love the fact that even though I could see in your face that you were a little discouraged, you actually rebounded and answered those questions well. But if you don't finish the whole pitch on time, it's not the end of the world. That's my piece of advice to you. Lucio, great concept. Obviously a problem of big concern, and you related it to your brothers and your own experience. Here's something that you may know about this. There's this big thing going on in the country right now, not just with respect to scholarships, but with the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid. It's really messed up right now. You may have read about this in the news. You have an opportunity to tie your business to this big problem that literally millions of students are experiencing right now, and combine the types of services that you're promoting and say, look, it's all the more important because of this thing that's going on. This problem is actually projected to maybe result in hundreds of thousands of students not going to college. So I encourage you to research that and work it into your pitch somehow. You don't need to make it the centerpiece, but it makes your business even more relevant. Okay. Francesca and Louie, my advice is just what I said earlier. You have the fragrance, you've got your solution, utilize it. The other thing is this. So we can understand conceptually you're using these essential oils, you're saying that they work. I bet that there are some scientific studies or some kind of hard evidence that you could work into your pitch to actually make that case even more strongly. So finding a way to build that in and say, researchers did this study that proves that peppermint scent or whatever scent, lavender scent, repels bugs. A couple hard data points would take a great pitch and make it even stronger. Okay, we're getting there. Almond milk, Salona. So you've got something beyond prototype. You've got an active business. I heard you say that you made a few $1,000s in profits? $3,000 in profits. To have an active business, yeah, let's give that a round of applause. To have an active business in the Nifty competition is a big differentiator. So say more about it. How many products, how many cakes and cake mixes have you sold? What's your revenue in addition to your profits? I think you might have talked about your social media impressions or touch points, but any data you can provide on the sales that you already have for your active business would be an even greater advantage to your pitch. Caitlin, again, you said you have the prototype, but we didn't see it. So bring it out, use it, put it on, show the judges. It doesn't smell bad or it's not too fragrant, And I believe you because I can see that nice glow on your skin. But you know what? At the beginning of the pitch, put it on, right? And then talk about it. So engage with your product. Okay. And then Michaela, I really resonated with Gary's advice. By the way, there's so many migraine sufferers in the room. My wife is a migraine sufferer as well. And so I know from her experience the relevance of your product. But I do agree, it would be even better if you expanded the market by having an option for men, because you are kind of leaving half of your customers or a good portion of your customers on the table. But it's really great. And I love the fact that that you have something that's an alternative to medication, right, which is something that people are looking for. That was another strong through line, that people are looking for authentic remedies, non-medication remedies, organic remedies. This is really good. So please think about that. Please think about the questions the judges asked, because all the judges' questions were so good and so on point, and are points of advice for you as you continue on in the competition. Okay, so now it's time to read the results. Our third place winner for today, receiving an award of $500 and moving on to the national competition, is from Florence Nightingale Middle School, David Gutierrez. Our second place winner, receiving $1,000 and going on to the national competition, is from the LA Urban League with Almond Milk, Solana Allen. And again, for those of you whose name will not be announced, know that there is that wild card slot. With that said, our winner for today, winning $1,500 and a place in the national competition, is from the LA Urban League with Scholar Brilliance, Lucio Hightower Rojas. Please, go ahead. Wonderful job for all of our students here. We are so proud of you. We are so happy for you. And whether you have prevailed with prizes in today's competition or not, please keep going. We are proud of you. We value you. We are taking what you have put on the table today seriously, so please keep going. Thank you again to our educators. Thank you to our staff team. That concludes our event for today. Thank you.